Okay, so I promised you a live host coaching call. I have a lady who's hosting, whose name is Anna. She's also Irish, which is quite handy, but irrelevant. And I've arranged to call her tonight to talk her through her host coaching pack, or fundraising Help Up Cancer pack that I've sent her through. So here we go. Hold on.
Hello?
Hi, is that Anna?
It is, yeah.
Anna, hello, it's Sharon Wallace calling from the Pampered Chef. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Thanks for being there as agreed. We said we'd talk tonight with regards to your Help Up Cancer fundraiser, which we've got booked for the 5th of October.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to it, Anna. You got the host pack I sent you out, yeah?
I did. A lovely pink pack. Great.
Fantastic. Yeah, good. Glad you like it. What I would like you to... do you have that handy just now?
I do. I have it right here, yeah.
Oh, superb. Excellent. So just basically what I want to do is just take some time this evening to kind of talk you through the host pack that I've sent you for your Help Up Cancer fundraiser. Now, just to give you a little bit of background as well, I know I spoke to you about this on the night of the show that I met you at, but what Pampered Chef do, that we've been in partnership with Cancer Research for 7 years now. This is our 7th campaign with Cancer Research, and to date we've raised 1.3 million, well in excess of that, and it's something I'm really, really proud of, and I know Team Wallace as a whole is proud of our involvement in that. Each year we set ourselves different targets and different goals as to what we want to achieve, what we want to help raise and contribute towards the total funds that Pampered Chef raised. So this year I've kind of set myself the goal of £2,500.
Wow.
It's quite a big ask. But
I think it's not just my show you have in, Sharon.
No, Tracy. And I've got a fantastic lineup, thankfully, of people who are actually interested in it.
Great.
It's the last count, I think I had 14 Help Up Cancer fundraisers. So I'm going all out for the month of October to raise money. So my personal goal is, because they say £2,500 will actually pay for 1 week's research. So I like the kind of rounded off figure of a whole week's research financed.
Yeah.
And you know, you're part of that, and I really want to thank you for that, because it really is important to me, and I want to thank you for your contribution to that. Can I ask, you know, why did the breast cancer fundraiser appeal to you more so than a show or an ordinary fundraiser?
Well, it seems at the moment that everywhere there's just more and more people getting cancer, and you know, you want to try and do something about it. So it's just a way of really thinking of people who we know who have had cancer. Unfortunately, there's a couple of school mammies who have been diagnosed lately as well.
Goodness.
So, you know, it's, as I say, it's just to try and it's a bit of fun as well. It's something a bit different. And I've loads of Pampered Chef stuff. I don't need any. Well, I always need more, but you know, it's nice to give something back to such a nice company as well.
Well, fantastic, thank you. I really appreciate that. And what I might do on the night, if that's okay with you, is ask you just to say a few words as to why you booked the fundraiser and what it means to you as well. So I like the fact as well, a lot of what we do with the Pampered Chef, you know, you've been to a fair few shows now, and it's, you know, it is predominantly women that come along to these things. So, you know, there's a great relevance there as well. But thank you, no, I really do appreciate you, because you're booking the show, because with your show and the others that I have booked in, it's all going to work towards that, my overall goal, but also the overall contribution that the Pampered Chef make. So thank you, I appreciate that.
To be part of it, and thanks for asking, Sharon.
Well, on top of that as well, and I do remember that I remember I said to you when we booked the show, because you're an early October show, Pampered Chef are going to reward you with an exclusive, cannot be bought set of lovely pink martini glasses.
Lovely.
So I know you like your Pampered Chef products, so that'll be going right there for you. Okay, so okay, excellent. Let's work our way through the pack then. You'll see there's a leaflet in there that explains a little bit about the breast cancer fundraising.
Yeah.
Our program, as you know, is called Help Up Cancer. And what Pampered Chef do is they significantly cut their profit margins in the month of October to allow more money to go towards fundraising for breast cancer than we would normally would. And you'll see there that it's banded, there's all different levels. Shows under 400, shows over 400, and shows over 800.
Okay.
Now, I have to say to you, my goal for every single show in my October diary is to hit the £800 mark where possible.
Okay.
I believe in setting the bar high.
Okay.
Now, I know you've not hosted a show before, you don't know what the sales are like, but, you know, my show average is normally around the kind of 650 mark. But because of the fact that, there is more of an interest than usual in the breast cancer fundraisers, we do them differently. We have a bit more fun. There's a lot more glamour involved to them. And I'll come on and talk about pink things later. So that's why I always work in partnership with my hosts to aim for that. Does that sound like an okay plan with you?
I think so, yeah. I don't see any. So it's not that much more when you put it like that, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's 650 usually. Not much more to the 800. So we'll see what we can do with that.
Fantastic. Okay, and I have a few tricks up my sleeve that I can show you as well that'll help. So, okay, first and foremost, I need to ask you, I can't quite remember when we spoke, but did you say you wanted to do something in the house, or was it more kind of in a local hall, a village hall or a church hall?
We were looking at the house to begin with, but it's kind of grown legs.
Oh,
and
great!
I told people what I was doing. They really liked the sound of it. So I've asked 60 people.
Oh, wow! Good girl, I like the style of that.
And I'm on 22 acceptances at the moment. Now, my living room is small.
Okay.
Unless you like clean sardines, I'm thinking we're going to have to move it out, to be honest.
Okay, well, do you think you have a local church hall, or is there anything nearby that you could...
There's a local function room and a pub. Would you be alright with doing that?
Absolutely.
Use their oven and that kind of thing.
Oh, superb. Absolutely fine. You may find as well, if you go and tell them that you're doing something from a fundraising perspective, that they may waive any kind of fees that they have.
Oh, grand.
Yeah. And you never know, they may get quite involved in it as well. So that'd be excellent. Okay, cool. So obviously you've been out there and inviting people. That's excellent. And you've 22 confirmed so far, which is really, really good. You will find that no matter what night you pick, obviously with these things, there's always going to be people who can't make it along for one reason or another. So what I'd like us to think about now in the run up to the show, as well as the invitations going out and trying to gather the people up that can make it, looking at the people who can't make it along and encouraging them to place an order.
Okay.
So obviously all orders, all contributions go towards breast cancer, even the outside orders as well before the show.
Okay.
Now what I have in the month of October, I do something special because it's a great opportunity for me. I'm really lucky and fortunate in the job that I do. Is because of the fact that Pamper Chef are forever sending me kind of nice products. I have all this free product here that I'm looking to kind of clear out. So what I would like to do is I would like to offer you 2 different levels. So I'm saying for hosts that organise £100 worth of outside orders beforehand, I will have one level of gift. But if you get to £200, I'll have a second level of gift as well, which obviously will be quite a significant one as well. So, and these are orders from people, be it just regular orders and also pink orders as well, because I have that sheet in there with a little with all the pink products on it as well.
Okay, yeah, they look lovely.
Is there any particular products that you have been thinking that yourself you'd quite like to get your hands on?
I love my shoes. I love that cake server.
Oh, the cake server. All right, fantastic. Yeah, it is a really, really popular one. Do you know what's been lovely as well? We had that there a couple of years ago as part of the pink. Is that it's back by popular demand, so to speak. And what a lot of people did was lovely. They used it and they engraved it, because the base of it can be engraved. So you could use that for a gift for somebody if you wanted to, that kind of thing.
Great idea.
You know, a wedding gift, or even just, your friend's 40th, or if you're going to somebody for Christmas dinner, you're just thinking in advance.
That's a fantastic idea.
Glad you like it.
You could pick loads from them, couldn't you?
Oh, completely.
Don't just stuff at once.
Yeah, exactly. And also as well, what we can do as well is I think I said that in the covering letter as well, I'm going to set up your show on my personal website, so that if people want to, I've given you catalogues and order forms, and that's absolutely fine. But also as well, what you can do is people can order online, and I'll send you out details as to how they can go about doing that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good, yeah.
Okay.
I've got relatives and that kind of thing who live down in Wales. Would they be able to order like that?
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah, no problem at all. Any orders under £100 would have a £5 shipping charge. Anything over it is free.
Okay.
So if there's a group of them, it might be worth them kind of gathering together and seeing if they can get £100 worth of orders and take free shipping as a single order.
That sounds like an idea.
Brilliant,
Yeah,
excellent.
I could ask them to gather. I presume if they all gathered up outside orders like you were talking about down there, they could just get it shipped to one person and just distribute it amongst themselves.
Yep, spot on. Absolutely brilliant. Excellent. Okay. Also as well, given the fact you're talking about kind of moving it into the hall as well, just to kind of alleviate a bit of the pressure on you, and what I would suggest, Anna, is that you identify kind of 4 or 5 friends, good friends of yours, that you can say to them, look, I'm going to ask you, can you bring along 10 people yourself?
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like getting a little committee of people together and saying to them, you know, will you commit to bringing 10 friends? Somebody might say, you know, I can't do 10, but I can see about doing 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And others, you know, or if there's people coming a distance, just saying to them, you know, why don't you fill the car?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So and they can bring the people along with them as well, and that'll help you as well, numbers-wise.
Do you have a cap on how many you
No,
for?
absolutely not, no.
Okay.
And the thing is as well, if we do end up with something with larger numbers, we can look at the opportunity of doing something like a can cook, won't cook thing. Do you remember a while back you went to that fundraiser? I can't remember who the host was. Do you remember we did down in the village hall?
And the head teacher was one
That's right, yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Brilliant.
So what I've done previously in other Octobers, and it has worked very well across the team as well, is this can cook, won't cook. Actually, there's a girl on my team that was telling me about this fantastic idea that she had used last year, and I'm really keen to try this year. Is obviously it was a predominantly female audience, but she got a couple of the local guys who agreed to dress up as women and do the cooker demonstration alongside me, kind of copy what I do, and sounds like really, really good fun, and I really fancy that. So if you're up for that, I am.
I can think of 2 people actually already.
Yeah? Oh, great, excellent.
Cannot cook.
Oh, you know, I have to say, the worse the cooks, the better. We've had some good laughs with things like that. So would you be happy to approach them and see if they're up for that?
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Now, do you have a minimum amount of people?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, I normally would look for about 50 for the can cook, won't cook.
Hey, we should we're halfway there already.
Well, exactly. And if you have these people that are happy to bring along, you know, 10 people with them, that's great.
Well,
and the other bit of homework I'm going to give you as well is think about a pink theme. What kind of idea? You know, it's all about the fun. It's not, you know, fair enough, you know, it's about raising money for breast cancer, which is a fairly serious thing. But like, as Pampered Chefs say, it's a bit cheesy, but it is true, especially in October, to put the fun into fundraising.
okay.
So if you want to have a think, I'm all for glamour. I'm all for sequins and glamour and high heels and...
Almost like a Marilyn Monroe kind of a theme. Maybe.
Oh, if you liked, I like that idea, yeah,
Okay.
If hosts do various different things, you know, you can decorate the room in pink if you wanted to ask people to wear at least one pink item of clothing.
Yeah, we can do that.
I will stipulate though that if it is your pants that are pink, you have to wear them on the outside. That is a stipulation, okay? I have to say it really is good fun.
Hey, it sounds it, all right.
I have actually turned up once to a show wearing I have a pink brown knickers on the outside of my clothing. But hey ho, you know.
How many guests do I have to do before you do that for mine?
That was a one-time only offer, I'm afraid. Yes. After the ASBO had cleared, I'm not allowed to do that again. So all right. Now what else? Oh yes. Okay, and I think that covers all the points I wanted to make. Now, Tracy, you're a very, very organised person by the sounds of it. You've really thought this through. And what I want to ask you is, you know, would you ever consider yourself trying on the apron?
Oh, you know, and thank you. That's a lovely offer. I just don't have time. I've a full-time job, and I help out in the Brownies committee. And I'm on the school committee, and I just don't see how I could squeeze it in, Sharon. But thank you. I do appreciate you asking it, because it does look like great fun. But it's just something I couldn't dedicate time to at the moment.
Okay, well, so what I'm hearing there is you obviously have a very, very busy life, and that's, you know, that's I think a lot indicative of a lot of people just now. I would point out to you, Anna, that the fact that Pampered Chef don't actually make us work to any sales targets. So some people do this once or twice a month as a wee hobby. Some people do it once or twice a week, and it really is a flexible option. I just think, given your skill set and given your enthusiasm for the Pampered Chef products, let's face it, you've been to a fair few shows now yourself, so you know, you almost are half trained. Would you consider maybe sitting down with a cup of coffee? If I came along a little bit earlier in the night, we had a little chat about it. How would you take a closer look at it?
Yeah, sure. Come along a few minutes earlier, and yeah, we'll have a wee chat about it then, and
okay.
we'll see how the evening goes. And,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not promising though anything, because this is coming into my busiest time of the year now.
Okay, fair enough. No, that's absolutely fine. And it's on a no commitment basis. It's just on the night of the fundraiser, I will be speaking to, you know, your friends, your family, your colleagues, all the rest there about the Pampered Chef business, because that's what we do as part of the services. It'd be incredibly rude of me not to offer to you first before offering it to them.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's very kind.
No, not at all. Well, do you know, from my perspective, if you look at it from my perspective, you know, you're enthusiastic, you like the products, you've been to several shows now. From my perspective, you would tick a lot of the boxes in what we'd look for in a consultant. So, you know, consider yourself headhunted if you've, you know, I don't know if you've been headhunted before, but you would be somebody I think who would add a lot of value to the team. But all I would say is just have a think about it in the meantime, and let's talk about it on the night of your show.
Okay.
Okay. What we'll do then, Anna, is I will look to give you a call, probably about, say, 5 days or so before your show. Does that sound okay?
That sounds grand.
In the meantime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone. The success of the night, it basically relies upon the partnership between you and me and us working well together, and I want to do my very, very best to support you in that, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. Well, there was something I was going to ask you now, and I can't remember, so I'll have to give you... do you know what I'll do, Sharon? When I remember, I'll email it to you.
Brilliant. Okay, that's absolutely fine. That's fantastic. And I'm here to help you, and together we'll make this a real success.
Okay, great stuff. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, actually, yeah. All right, so why don't we, as long as you don't make me wear the brown pants outside.
Sorry, do you just have another 30 seconds? Do you charge tickets if you're going for a hall?
Well, that's a good question, actually. That would very much depend on how you want to play it. Some people would like to, you know, if you have a cost involved, if the room in the pub is going to cost you money, some people will say, right, okay, can you give £1 or £2 just to kind of offset the cost of the hall? Some people say, like, you know, it's a £2 donation on entry. It's very much how you feel you want to play it. But, you know, that is your call. It's a great way of raising additional funds that would go in as cash donations.
Okay. All right, I'll have a think about that. Then I'll speak to a couple of the ladies who I'm going to ask to bring the guests.
Yeah.
And we'll have a wee chat about it.
Excellent. What I would say as well is, obviously, because, you know, and I need to thank you because of the fact that obviously by hosting a regular Pampered Chef show, you would normally be getting like £150 worth of free products if it were one of our regular shows, and you're giving that up. So what I want you to focus on is getting you first off your martini glasses, clearly, and secondly, you know, getting your £100 or £200 worth of outside orders and getting some products that way. But also as well, what I would like to do, just from me to you as well, is offer you a 10% discount on your orders as well on the night, okay?
Incredibly generous.
Not at all, it's just a small thing. I just want to say thank you because I appreciate your effort as well. Okay?
I appreciate that. Well, that's grand. I can add an extra few bits to my wish list, though.
Excellent. Good girl. Okay, what we'll do then is let's speak a few days, probably the end of the month, coming up to the 1st of October.
Brilliant.
And yeah, I look forward to speaking to you then.
I can't wait, Sharon. Thank
all right.
you. Talk to you soon.
Cheers, Anna. Bye.
Bye-bye.
First off, I can't believe I called her Tracy about 2 times because she sounds so much like Tracy Campbell. But anyway, here you go. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're querying as to why I asked a certain thing or said things a certain way. But coaching your fundraisers, don't be afraid to set the bar high. Don't be afraid to say to them, you know, we're looking for £800 here. And it's all about working in partnership with your hosts. If you want any other ideas, go back, look, if you search on YouTube for the Help with Cancer training one, and it's also on the team Facebook page as well. So, hope you found it useful. Good night. Bye.